The Sports Scouting Report with Libra King. Brought to you by
Give the Bugman a call. We get them before they get you.
Harvey Auto in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you have trusted for years. Here's your host, Libra King.
Hi everyone, I wanted to introduce you to the show. Our first guest is Dominick McKinley, the #1 recruit in Louisiana, one of the top 10 players in the country. It's not often you find a D tackle who can play DN at 6'6", 280, and can run a 4.7 40. Benches 340 pounds, squats a lot. Great kid. Really, I'm excited that he's here today and we can interview Dominick. Appreciate you joining us, man. What's it been like for you being recruited by everybody?
It's been surprising and how much it just came up to me when I was my junior year. Like everything just came up and it just surprised me and didn't expect to be this.
Your dad played college ball at USL. Mm-hmm. Not USL, I believe. He was an O lineman, right?
D-lineman.
D-line, but 6'3", 6'2", you told me.
Yes, sir.
Now you're 6'6". Now, who is more gifted, Dad or you? Because I know Dad's gonna probably see this.
Yeah, I think it's me, but I think he had, I don't know.
Has he told you much about recruiting since he played college ball?
Yes, sir.
What kind of advice has your dad given you?
To just have fun with it and just to take it well, because some people don't get the opportunity to have this.
Did you grow up watching a particular team, or were you always just, because some kids say they didn't really have a team growing up. Were you one of those guys, or did you have a couple of teams that you grew up?
I didn't really have a team.
Just kind of just going with it?
Yes, sir.
Did you grow up with football at an early age, or did it come on? Because I know you didn't start playing until about 2 years ago.
Like in 7th grade, but like I've been watching.
Like varsity, I mean.
Oh yeah. I started playing, like I said, 7th grade, and I would usually just watch football with my dad and stuff.
Okay. Tell everybody the schools where we are now at about 4 weeks before the season. Who are some of your top colleges and why?
I have Ohio, Oklahoma, LSU, Georgia, Texas A&M.
Ohio State? Mm-hmm. Make sure you're not saying Ohio U, because I know about Ohio U too. What do you like about Ohio State?
Just how the great community up there and how the coaches are, and just how the coaches treat their players and everything.
What do you like about Texas and Austin?
I like how Coach Bro does his, he's always with his players, like his defensive lineman players.
What about LSU? Because I know the home state wants to know what do you think about LSU?
So I know Coach Lindsey just came from South Carolina, but he's been texting me ever since he was at South Carolina. And ever since he got closer, I think the connection got closer to him. When
picking a school, Dominick, I know you and your dad have talked. Academics I know is important to you. School, the guy recruiting you. But what do you think is most important? Is it the coach recruiting you? Is it the school itself? Or is it the academics? Or is it all of it?
I think it's just all of it, because you really need academics to get to college, but you also need football to like have like mindset, like teamwork and everything.
Any kids who are trying to get you to go to LSU? Any of the guys at Acadiana?
I'm not really sure.
Like some of your teammates?
Mm-hmm.
You know anybody playing at these colleges? Like, you got any friends on any of these teams?
I know LaTorrance Welch, LT. He plays at LSU.
Yeah, he's going to start this year. Mm-hmm. I saw him in spring. He's about 6'1" now. Looks like he's 6'2" now. About 200 pounds. And then Ollie Broussard played years ago, and they've had some good players come out of here. But what do you think you need to work on? I mean, you're 6'6", 280. You can run a 4.7. But what do you think you need to work on?
Probably my pad level or my explosiveness.
Hobbies, what's your favorite hobby?
I don't really have a favorite hobby, really.
You don't have a hobby?
Not really.
Is it all ball? Mm-hmm. Come on, you got to get a hobby, man. Fishing, video games, something. No hobby?
I play a little bit of video games. But
video games? How much college ball do you watch?
I watch a little bit, like, because it'd be like during school when I have to study and everything.
Are you going, what's your next visit? You going to the LSU thing, is it called the Splash, I think? Mm-hmm. Or you're going to that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And that's going to be Wednesday, right? I think when the show comes out, Wednesday?
It's Friday.
This Friday coming up. And anybody you looking forward to being around in that group? Anybody you know in that group, recruit-wise?
I'm not sure. No.
Not sure. Appreciate you being a part of this, Dominique, and y'all out there running like crazy, huh? Coaches got y'all running, just conditioning?
It's getting our time to 4:40.
Okay. Well, man, look, keep doing what you're doing, and appreciate you joining us, and good luck to you, man, wherever you go.
Yes, sir.
Dominick McKinley, #1 recruit in the state, defensive end, 6'6", 280, class of 224, Acadiana High School, and very wide open right now with colleges, and we'll see what happens. Wherever he goes, he's going to be a great player, probably an NFL player in the end. Hope everybody, we're going to be back with Coach McCullough next, the head coach of Acadiana High School.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. We're filming here at Acadiana High School in their really great football facility, their athletic facility. We got Coach McCullough with us, the head football coach. We're also going to have, first in the show, we're going to have Dominick McKinley. He's going to join us, the #1 player in the state, defensive end, defensive tackle. We're going to go ahead and start with talking about the championships here at Acadiana, 6 total. Jay's going to scan the wall with all the trophies here, the great tradition at Acadiana, 6 state championships. Coach McCullough, thank you for allowing us to be here today.
Thank you for having us.
I know you're in football mode big time. Tell everybody what's going on at Acadiana right now and your schedule going into before Jamboree.
Well, we have like a testing week this week. This is our last week of like summer workouts. And then starting on Monday, next Monday, which is July 31st, we'll start practice in helmets. We go for like 5 days, and then we start our regular practice the following Monday. So, and then we're just 2 weeks from the Jamboree, or 2 weeks from the scrimmage, and then 3 weeks to the Jamboree. So,
you know, a lot of people don't know this if you're not from Lafayette, but this man's been in Acadiana most of his life, right, Coach? I mean, you went to Acadiana.
Yeah, I played at Acadiana back, graduated in 2000, played at Southeastern, and then I went to Como for like 8 or 9 years, and I've been back since.
How does it feel to be the coach at your alma mater?
Of course, I'm enjoying it. You know, we always have the ability to win. We've got good kids over here. Of course, now that we've got really good facilities, but biggest thing is I've been around this place for a long time, and I really enjoy the kids and the type of kids that we coach over here.
You play with some great players here. I know Coach Davidson did a great job. Willard Hanks did a great job, and you go all the way back. Coach Dotson did a great job, and there's a lot of good pressure here to keep the tradition going. I know you care about this place a lot. You care about Acadiana, the Wrecking Rams.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, the expectations are to win and have a chance to play for state championships, and that's always the goal. You know, we felt like we didn't do as well last year. We were younger. We feel like we have a more experienced team with a better chance of being able to get to week 10 and then get in the playoffs and have a chance to make a run.
Coach, you've got some of the better players in the state. It's not always that way. Y'all don't always have some of the top recruits, but Dominick's going to join us. What do you think of his upside on all the linemen you've seen come through Acadiana going back to when you played here?
I honestly believe he could be the best one. I mean, he's 6'6", 280-some pounds, runs a 4.7 40. Plays with a motor, you know, extremely intelligent kid, works extremely hard, plays hard. He could be as good as he wants to be, and he wants to be really, really good. So I think he's a guy that there's a reason why he's a 5-star prospect. There's a reason why he's the #1 player in the state. Yeah, he could be as good as anybody we've ever had.
What about your young, talented athlete, Babineau? What do you think of him, Russell?
Yeah, Russell's same thing. Great. You know, it's always great when your best players work the hardest and they're good in the classroom. And Russell's the same way. You know, he's also a track guy that can really run, works extremely hard, has great ball skills. You know, he's a guy that has been playing for 2 years, but finally now he's a junior. He's got a bunch of experience. We're expecting a bunch out of him this year.
How do you compare him with all the skilled guys that have come out here? Y'all have had some great ones. It's a lot of running backs, a lot of DBs, some really good quarterbacks that have come out of the school.
He could be as good as anybody we ever had, especially at the receiver position. You know, he's also going to be good in the return game as far as kickoffs and punts. You know, again, people forget, but he was only a freshman and a sophomore last 2 years, so he's been young. He's coming off of having 2 years starting, now going to be a junior. He's gotten bigger, faster, stronger, and we expect a bunch out of him, but he could be as good as we've ever had also.
Coach McCullough, I wanted to ask you this because, you know, this is just a ball question for coaches that are watching. You would appreciate this. Not a lot of teams run the ball a lot anymore. Everybody's going to 4 wide, 5 wide, trips left, trips right. But Acadiana prides itself on that offensive line getting down and blocking. And y'all do it better than a lot of the teams in the state. What's your thoughts on a lot of teams getting away from the run completely?
Well, the real good teams, I believe, even though they're in the spread and different stuff, they do a good job of running the football. You know, no matter what offense you're in, I think those teams that win and they win consistently also run the football. Of course, they're going to, and some of the spread teams are going to throw it a little bit more, but the real good teams do a good job of running the football no matter what formation or what offense they're running. You know, of course, we run a little more than some people, but I do still think that real good football teams do a good job of running the football and do a good job up front on offense and defense on the defensive line. If you look at the teams that have won a bunch of games over the last 20, 30 years, they're always pretty good up front on both sides and can run the football for the most part.
My favorite player to ever come out of Acadiana was Ollie Broussard, running back, went to LSU. I didn't see too many better than him.
No, he was tremendous. Awesome kid too, real good dude. He came around here not too long ago. He was a tremendous player, and then he had that knee injury at LSU. I wish he wouldn't have had that because I think that he had to have double knee surgeries after because something happened after the first one and it set him back. But he was a tremendous football player.
I remember a game, Coach McCullough. I don't know if you were coaching here already or at Como, but Barb came to Acadiana and y'all were playing Justin Vincent.
Yeah.
And Justin Vincent was going against really the two backs, Ollie Broussard and Justin. I don't remember a game in Louisiana high school history. They had two running backs like that in one game going at it.
I was actually in college at that time. Allie was a freshman when I was a senior, so I didn't see that game, but that's two pretty good backs in one high school football game.
Unbelievable. And I still remember the South Carolina game where Broussard had 200 yards in the third quarter, and Justin Vincent was the hero of the Sugar Bowl. LSU beat Oklahoma for the national championship from Barb. Coach, thank you for, again, allowing us to be here at your school. We're going to scan around and all the trophies and the plaques, but I know it's always been about team here, you know, team, and appreciate you being on.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate Coach being on. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee Burkeen.